Hello, my name is Mark McCaighey and welcome to The Funny Side, the show in which we take a comical look at a chosen subject, aided along the way with a selection of classic comedy clips from some of your favourite sitcoms and shows. In this edition we take a 30-minute stroll down the high street and indulge in a spot of retail therapy as we take a look at the funny side of shopping. So where better to start our expedition than at Arkwrights Emporium, the corner store that's open all hours.
Need a new brush? No, nonsense. That's a marvellous old brush, that. I've had that for 14 years. I've only had 2 new heads and 3 new handles. 93 million miles to the sun.
That's about how many miles this brush has done and all.
When you consider what a tiny speck this planet is on the cosmic landscape, isn't it marvellous that the VAT man can find his way to my shop whenever he feels like it? You can't fault my double-entry bookkeeping, but I still view his visits with a sense of foreboding.
Foreboding? That's 2 4s. You mean 8 boding.
I'm the double-entry talking now.
You know, when old Blue Eyes sings about the wee small hours of the morning, it's obvious he never works in a shop.
I know your sort. If I didn't turf you out of bed of a morning, you'd be lying around there while gone 7.
It's marvellous, isn't it? When you think of the difference in lifestyle between somebody like me and Frank Sinatra.
Ah, but did he find true happiness?
I don't know, but he had a good look in some interesting places, though, didn't he? Evergardner.
It's pronounced Avagardner. We used to say, if you're going to have a gardener, she's the one to have, all right. Oh, dear. Mind you, on second thoughts, you know.
I'm still busy with my first thoughts.
Hey, you. Before you let your mind wander, just make sure it's not too weak to be out on its own, will you? You know, on second thoughts, I think she would be a kind of a woman who would be very expensive, you know. She wouldn't be satisfied with a packet of shop tights at cost, would she? No, not that lady. She would demand a crippling discount, she would. Oh, did you see that? At the thought of the erosion into me profit margin, my fingers lost all sense of grip, did you know? Pick 'em up, would you?
Oh. See, what am I doing with my life, eh? Grovelling around on the floor this time in the morning, picking up Avagardner's tights.
Don't crease 'em.
I'm never likely to, am I, eh? You know, when I think of the tights that's been through my fingers, it's about time I had one with a leg in it.
Granville, you're always the same, you are, of a morning, full of desperate talk. I reckon it's the fluoride they put in the toothpaste. I think it's imbalancing your hormones a bit. Or maybe you're not quite regular enough with your shaving. My advice to you at times of stress is to always go and spit polish your boots. Hey, put the kettle on, would you?
All right.
You know, you've been a constant worry to me, Granville, ever since you first went into a Y-fronts. Because the secret of an orderly life, in my opinion, is to always leave yourself relaxed around the premises. Here. 432 beige. Dear, now look what you've made me do. Look at that.
I didn't do that.
No,
You did it.
It's gone clean through. Look, it's got a hole both sides. That's the worst kind of a hole, you know, both sides.
Look, I just passed them over. You put them straight on the spike.
You interrupted me rhythm, didn't you, eh? My filing system. You might know that anything I've got in my hand at a time like this goes straight on the spike.
Good job you're not in the medical profession, then, isn't it?
Oh, it's bad enough having the VAT man come in this morning. Now I've got to try and reduce a pair of tights.
Hey, you can't sell that pair now.
We don't know that, do we? Until we try. I wish you wouldn't adopt these negative attitudes, Granville. I don't know where you get it from. Your mother never said no to anything.
I bet she wouldn't buy a pair of tights with holes in.
Oh, she was always game for a bargain, were my sister. If anyone knew how to get a bit knocked off, she did.
Hey, was she a smart dresser?
Oh, yes, she liked her clothes, yeah.
How did she do her hair?
Usually with bits of grass in the back.
No. You liked her, though, really, didn't you?
She was kind, loving and generous. No sense at all. Oh, customer. Well, is he coming in, or isn't he? The suspense is killing me. It's amazing, you know, isn't it? You stock your shop with all kinds of imaginable luxuries, and then still they don't dither on the doorstep.
You'd be amazed at what they do on that doorstep. I have to sweep it up.
He can't get in. He can't get in. You've left a bolt done up, Granville. Come on, what's the matter with you? He's gone now, he's gone. Go on, get after it, go on.
Oh, no, you can't go and grab customers off the street.
You can't if you don't hurry. Go on, get in there. I'll go and get in. Hey, as I told you it wouldn't be a minute.
What about me bus? I've got a bus to catch.
All right, so don't worry, I'll get you out in time for that. There's a quick turnover in this shop. We don't allow loitering.
I was just standing there at the bus stop.
Yes, now, what is it going to be? Cigarettes or tobacco or what, sir?
Half asleep, thinking about the wife's bad leg.
Oh, a bad leg. We've got the finest bad leg department in the area, sir. Now, where did I put it?
When all of a sudden I feel his hand on my shoulder and I'm being pulled round the corner into the lair of this mad grocer.
You was hammering on the door, sir.
Who was?
You was.
It wasn't me, I wouldn't dare. I've heard things about this place. Why do you think I tiptoe past this shop every morning?
Oh, dear, we've gone and caught the wrong one here.
You want to be more careful.
Well, I'm sorry, sir, but you see, being in this game as long as I have, all the male customers start to look alike to me. Mind you, never forget the wallet.
What are you doing?
Don't worry, sir. No harm done, no harm done.
No harm done. You snatch a bloke from a bus stop, it's like a hijack. My God, I thought we were off to Cuba.
Oh, well, I can only apologise, sir, and offer you this small token in compensation for any inconvenience caused, sir.
What is it?
Well, it says something for the wife's bad leg, sir. Elasticated bandage.
Oh, that's very decent.
It's a miracle.
It's an ingenious little device, sir. Can be worn on both legs, though preferably not at the same time. Otherwise, the good lady might fall flat on her face.
Thank you very much.
Not at all my pleasure, sir. 65p.
You what?
65p. Surely that's a small amount to pay, sir, for the ease and comfort of a loved one, eh? Or even the wife, for that matter, sir. Would you like some liniment for her?
No, I flaming wouldn't.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. There's, get that pound in the till, Granville. 35p change. There we are, sir. 1, 2, 3, and 35. I think I hear your bus coming, sir. Step this way, will you? There we go. Do call again, won't you, sir?
You must be joking.
Well, you certainly made his day.
The crafty beggar. Tiptoeing past the shop every morning.
I bet you'll go right round via Arnold Street in future.
It's your fault, you know. It's your wireless blaring away. That's why we don't hear him tiptoeing past. I could have had him years ago. Oh, and talking of years ago, are you going to get that pound in the till or not? I've earned that one, you know.
Oh, no, not the till. No, it's vicious, that till. No, I daren't tackle the till I got all my wits about me.
Oh, don't be said.
No,
yeah. Come here.
Ronnie Barker and David Jason there, facing up to the start of another day in their little shop of horrors. We continue our stroll down the high street now with a compilation of classic consumer comedy, as we call into the greengrocers with Frank Spencer, the jewellers with Morecambe and Wise, and the hardware store with the two Ronnies. But our first stop is at the pet shop, where we find a dissatisfied customer with a deceased parrot.
I wish to register a complaint. Hello, miss.
What do you mean, miss?
Oh, I'm sorry, I have a cold. I wish to make a complaint.
We're just closing for lunch.
Never mind that, my lad. I wish to complain about this parrot, what I purchased not half an hour ago from this very boutique.
Oh, yes. The Norwegian blue. What's wrong with it?
I'll tell you what's wrong with it, my lad. It's dead. That's what's wrong with it.
No, it's resting. Look.
Look, my lad, I know a dead parrot when I see one, and I'm looking at one right now.
No, he's not dead. He's resting.
Resting?
Yeah, resting. Exceptional bird, the Norwegian blue. Beautiful plumage, isn't it?
The plumage don't enter into it. It's stone dead.
No, it's resting.
All right, then. If it's resting, I'll wake it up. Wake up, Polly! Wake up, Polly Parrot! I've got a nice cuttlefish for you if you wake up, Polly!
There, he moved.
No, he didn't. That was you pushing the cage.
I didn't.
Yes, you did. Polly! Polly! Polly, Polly, Polly! Wake up, Polly! Now, that's what I call a dead parrot.
Well, it's stunned.
What?
You stunned it just as it was waking up. Norwegian blue stun easily.
Look, I've had enough of this. The parrot is definitely deceased. When I bought it half an hour ago, you assured me that its total lack of movement was due to its being tired and shagged out after a long squall.
Well, it may be pining for the fjords.
Pining for the fjords? What kind of talk is that? Look! Why did it fall flat on its back the moment I got it home?
But the Norwegian blue prefers kipping on its back. Beautiful plumage, it's pining, you know.
It's not pining, it's passed on. This parrot is no more. It's ceased to be. It has expired. The parrot has gone to meet its maker. This is a late parrot. It's a stiff, bereft of life. It rests in peace. If you hadn't nailed it to the perch, it would be pushing up the daisy. It's run down the curtain and joined the choir in vestibule. It is an ex-parrot.
Well, I'd better replace it then.
If you want to get anything done in this country, you've got to complain till you're blue in the mouth.
I just looked. We don't have any more parrots.
I see, I get the picture.
I've got a slug.
Does it talk?
Well, not really.
Well, it's scarcely a replacement then, is it?
Listen, I'll tell you what. If you go to my brother's pet shop in Bolton, he'll replace the parrot for you.
Bolton, eh? Very well. This is Bolton, is it?
No, it's Ipswich.
That's Intercity Rail for you. I wish to complain, British Railways person.
I don't have to do this job, you know.
I beg your pardon?
I'm a qualified brain surgeon. I only do this job because I like being my own boss.
Excuse me, this is irrelevant, isn't it? Well, I want to complain. I got on the Bolton train and found myself deposited here in Ipswich.
No, this is Bolton.
The pet shop man's brother was lying.
Well, you can't blame British Rail for that.
If this is Bolton, I shall return to the pet shop. I understand this is Bolton.
Yeah?
You told me it was Ipswich.
It was a pun.
A pun?
No, not a pun. What's that thing that spells the same backwards and forwards?
A palindrome?
Yeah.
It's not a palindrome. The palindrome of Bolton would be not lob. It don't work.
Well, what do you want?
I'm not prepared to pursue my line of inquiry at the moment, as I think this is getting too silly.
Oh, hello, Mr. Spencer. Isn't Betty home yet?
No, she's still in hospital. I'm going to see her tonight. Thought I'd take her some apples.
How many?
Well, enough to fill a large bag.
Hoping all right, are you?
Yes, I've been quite busy. I want it all to be nice for her when she gets home. Been making a few adjustments to the cooker. Been trying to mend the back door as well. Never did close properly. And the front door won't open at all.
I expect you've been a bit lonely.
No, not this week. I've had the carpenters there 3 days trying to put the door back on. And the electricity board have been in trying to mend the cooker.
Well, that's 36 new pence, Mr. Spencer. All right?
Could you take one off?
That's 33 pence.
Could you take another one?
That's 30 pence. Mr. Spencer, how much do you want to spend on the apples?
Well, I'd like to have got some grapes, so I want to hold a bit back.
How much, Mr. Spencer?
18 pence.
Right.
All right.
Now, grapes, wasn't it?
Yes.
20 pence. Still 20 pence.
Well, supposing I was to have 6 grapes and another apple.
6 grapes? You can't have 6 grapes, Mr. Spencer. We don't sell them separately.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you 1 apple back, and then you give me that. Then you owe me 3 pence, right? So if you was to break that bunch of grapes in half, that would be 10 pence less the 7 you owe me for the apple. No, wait a minute. Hold on. I think I got enough to buy the apple back. 3 pence, right? So I'll give you the 3 pence, you give me the apple. Now I'll have half the grapes for 7 pence.
You've already paid me for that apple.
Yeah, but you're taking that off the grapes, aren't you?
I'm taking what off the grapes?
The money I just paid you for the apple. I've just bought it back from you.
But you'd already bought it. You've bought it twice. Do you want another apple?
No, grapes.
You still want the grapes?
Half the grapes. We decided on that.
Have we?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's 10 pence.
Yeah, less the 3 you owe me for the apple that
You've got 6 apples.
Yes. I haven't got 7, though.
Well, I know you haven't got 7. I can see you haven't got 7.
Hold on a minute, I just thought. How much are your bananas?
Here you are, Mr. Spencer. A present for Betty, for all she's had to put up with, as well as being in hospital. Now, just tell her it's from Judy.
Oh, thank you very much.
Off you go now, Mr. Spencer. You don't want to be late for the hospital, do you?
No. Oh, no, it's all right. Gonna have my tea first. Goodbye.
Good morning, sir.
Talking to you.
Can I help you?
Good morning.
It's a lovely morning now, I must say.
Yes,
Sun's out, everything's
yes,
clear.
very nice.
Beautiful.
Very nice. What can I do for you, sir?
Well, I was wondering, in this jeweler's shop, do you sell diamond rings?
Yes, only the very best, sir.
That's what I want for her. The very best, because she deserves the very best.
Would you, what did you have in mind, sir?
Well, in the window there,
Yes.
you have on a velvet pad
Yes.
a most beautiful diamond ring. I think it's priced at £3,500.
Oh, yes, that's a very beautiful stone, sir.
She's a very beautiful woman. She only deserves the best.
Would you like me to take it out so you can have a good look at it?
Well, there's not many people in the shop. How do you feel about that?
Sir, would you like me to take the diamond out of the window so you can have a look? I'll bring it out here on the velvet pad.
Oh! Yes, that's very kind. Well, I mean, if you have a rush on, we could call back.
No, there's no rush. My time is your time.
Very kind.
Is it for madam?
No, it's for her.
I'll get it out of the window.
What a nice man.
He's a QC.
QC?
Queer as a goat, he can't help it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Gorgeous, isn't it? Put it on.
May I?
Yes,
No,
please do.
good Lord.
Oh dear, I'm afraid it's a bit small. It won't go on my finger.
Don't worry, we can always have it made larger for you.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah?
How can you make her finger larger?
We make the ring larger.
Oh.
Well, madam?
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful.
You want it?
Oh, but it's so terribly expensive.
Yes or no?
Oh, yes.
We'll take it.
Take it.
How much was it?
£3,500, sir?
Will you accept a check?
Certainly, sir.
Vladimir? Here's a check all the way from Prague. He's yours.
4 candles. 4 candles. Here you are. 4 candles. No, 4 candles. Well, there you are, 4 candles. No, 4 candles. Handles for forks. Got any plugs? Plugs? Yeah. What kind of plugs? A rubber one, bathroom. What size? 13 amp. Electric plugs, electric bathroom plugs, you call them. 3. What? Saw tips. Saw tips. What do you want, ointment or something like that? What do you want? No, saw tips, but covering the sores. Tips.
Hose? No, we haven't got any.
Oh.
Coming in, but we haven't got any.
Got any O's?
Hose?
O's. No O's.
Hose? I thought you meant hose. Hose? Say hose, you can say that. Hose, he meant hose.
No O's.
Hose? What a... Oh, you mean pantyhose? Pantyhose?
No, O's, O's. O's for the gate. Mon repose. O's. Letter O's.
Letter O. How many do you want?
Two.
Two. What? Yeah, next.
Got any peas?
Course sake, why didn't you bleeding tell me that? I'm up the stairs already for that. They could tell me bleeding there. I'm up and down the shop all the time. All the shop up and down the hill today. Don't tell me when I'm planning things. I'm planning by the How many do you want?
No, tins of peas. 3 tins of peas.
You're having me on, aren't you? There we are. Right.
Pumps.
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 And pumps, foot pumps. Come on.
Foot pumps.
Foot pumps. Foot pumps. See the foot pump. Tidy up, can you? There we are.
No, pumps for your feet. Brown pump, size 9.
You are having me on. You are definitely having me on.
No.
You are.
Washers?
What? Windscreen washers, car washers, dishwashers, floor washers, back scrubbers, lavatory cleaners, floor washers.
Half-inch washers.
Ronnie Barker there, having a hard time at the hardware store where he's hardly understood, in one of the two Ronnies' most popular sketches. Preceding that, we heard the famous Dead Parrot sketch from Monty Python. That was followed by Frank Spencer causing his usual confusion, and we followed that by joining those two comedy gems, Morecambe and Wise, at the Jewellers. Nearly time to close up shop now, but not before we cross off the last item on our list. To play us out, we have a song from Harry H. Corbett, best remembered, of course, as Junkman Harold Steptoe from the hit sitcom Steptoe and Son. In October 1962, shortly after the Steptoe show had started on the BBC, Harry cashed in on the success of the sitcom by releasing a single entitled Junk Shop, and it's that single that we'll end the show with. You've been listening to The Funny Side of Shopping, a Funny Bone presentation written, produced and presented by Mark McCaighey. Thank you for your custom. Do call again now. Bye-bye.
The old junk shop, the old junk shop. The old junk shop, the old junk shop. Why don't you pop in the old junk shop? All things nice at any old price. We even stock our wedding rice. We got a bed of brass that's really got class. If you want hardware, it's beyond compare. It's a soothing job to polish it snob. You can have that bed for 15 bob. We got a proud you do, but you could use to. But as I recall from the Hilbert Hall, it's as good as new. And when it's blown through, the old hell you do plays a song to you. We got a Queen Anne chair, it's standing right there, that in many ways has seen better days. With a real good clean, old Henry the Queen would have never know where her chair hath been. We got an old spittoon that's made for your room in the wildest west. It was used for best, but if you're ashamed of taking good aim, it's a nice cheap lot for a flower pot. The old junk shop, the old junk shop. Why don't you pop in the old junk shop? All things nice at any old price. We even stock our wedding rice. The old junk shop, the old junk shop. Where am I gonna get rid of 200 weight of second-hand wedding rice? It's not right.